All right, hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. If you can hear me, you're in the right room for a special debut here at the All GM Car Show. So for those that are on the fringes, if you want to come in a little bit more, gather around. I'll project as loud as I can. But thanks for joining us here as we celebrate 100 years of Berger Chevrolet at their final All GM Car Show, as we also celebrate the Metro Cruise here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. What a perfect place to celebrate all of these iconic locations, as well as some fantastic cars, specifically some performance Chevrolet cars. I'm Matt Avery. I'm an automotive journalist and on-air personality for Mecum Auctions. I've also authored 2 books. My latest one is kind of considered the authoritative guide to this era of Camaro history. I've been researching them for many, many years just because I think they're very noteworthy, and we'll be certainly talking about them for decades to come. And so here we are. We have a special display happening at the show through showing Berger's deep commitment to Camaro performance. I've loved that since I came across their story about how they really have kept focus on offering enthusiasts exciting offerings from the showroom floor. Before moving along, let me of course introduce, we have some very well-known people here. Matt Berger, is he here yet or en route coming? Matt's here. And then of course also we have some Camaro royalty with Scott Settlemeyer. Yes, give him a round of applause. We have Dick Jocks, of course. Dick Jocks. Yep. And then Dennis Barker, I know he's around with Dennis. And Tom Henry as well. So, hey, Tom, good to see you. If you are wondering, if you're new to this era of Camaro performance, if you pop any of these hoods, you'll recognize some of those signatures. Those are the men that were part of it, and obviously have lots of stories to share and played an instrumental role. In addition, we also have some other people connected to this era. We have Chris Horton right here. Chris is a digital artist, and I was excited to connect with him not too long ago. He created the renderings for the initial Berger Supercar Dick Harrell edition, helping to kind of set the tone, help visualize what these cars would look like. So Chris is here. Let's give him a round. We also have Bruce and Tyler Hawkins. Excited to have them here with Hawks Motorsports. They are fueling the flame of Camaro performance at their shop down in South or North Carolina? South Carolina. But they were also part of this era as well, and we're so excited to have them here. We also have Brant Gladstone. I saw Brant earlier. Brant is the CEO of, Brant is here. Brant is the CEO of Fixie Wheels, and they are the wheels that you see the FM5s on a lot of the cars, as well as the Profil 13s on the Berger Supercar. So Brant's here. He wanted to see this large gathering. And then, of course, from the GMMG registry, Jim Smith and Aaron Barnell and Ryan Datko. These guys are helping to keep the documentation out there and keep all of us organized and to really share the love of these cars. So that brings us to our special debut. We're here among the Dick Harrell Berger Supercar gathering. I was kind of excited a couple years ago to get 9 of these iconic, legendary cars together at the Muscle Car and Corvette Nationals. I thought that was a feat, and I will say I didn't think we could outdo it, but we're excited. Do we have a total count? Is it, anyone know? 21, 22?
17.
17, all right. But either way, it's a very rare sight to have this many, specifically of the Berger Supercar, the wide-body cars. Again, these are our legendary vehicles. Ones, I call them the ultimate 4th-gen offering of showroom speed from this era. It's not just the extreme bodywork, it's obviously the radical powertrains. Berger and GMMG were really pushing the bounds of what was possible with these cars. And so as tradition has become the norm over the last couple of years, this has been over a year in the making. We have a special debut happening this morning. It's a vehicle that hasn't been seen since it went into the hands of the original owner. And today, for the first time, it's been radically reimagined and here making its debut. so ladies and gentlemen, this is Berger Supercar Dick Harrell number 24. And this one is extra special as this is the only one from the run that was painted in Penske Blue. Of course, modeled after the show car that General Motors had during the era, and then of course also a tribute to Mark Donohue and his legendary number 24 Penske race car that he raced during the 1960s. So a couple of fun facts about this car. It actually started off as a Sebring silver metallic B4C car. Before getting all of the options, it was originally delivered to Henderson Chevrolet in Las Vegas, then transferred to Berger Chevrolet for the transformation. And then the car was never completed. One of the rare facts about it was never completed until now, remaining in a shell up until about 14 months ago. So the owner, Ryan Dacko, who's been such a powerhouse in the GMMG community, had the vision. He got the right people around him, including Hawks Motorsports, to really bring this to fruition. And so the goal here was to basically build it how Ryan wanted, kind of the ultimate, but still paying tribute to the roots. So underneath the hood, that is a Phase 4 XR package. It's an LS7, 427 cubic inch V8 with 750 horsepower, 700 pound-feet of torque. It's got a strange 12 bolt. It's got the roll cage and of course those fixie wheels and then the yellow graphics with a final build cost of just shy of $180,000. Again, here for the first time, Berger Supercar number 24. So, as exciting as this is, ladies and gentlemen, for this special milestone show, we have a second debut. And it's equally exciting, and we wanted to turn up the excitement even more. And for the first time ever, stepping into the light, we have a true survivor. Ladies and gentlemen, Berger Supercar Dick Harrell Edition number 11 will also be coming in behind it. So what's unique about this, ladies and gentlemen, is that this was completed in April of 2006. It was a Rally Red Phase 1, 400 horsepower car with an automatic and T-tops. It was purchased by a collector and then sent back to GMMG for a hardtop conversion. When GMMG was closed, the car was stripped with a lot of parts taken off, so it's been untouched. And so that's how it is today. And this has been also another year in the making. And what's exciting about today, ladies and gentlemen, is that this car is also going to be undergoing a transformation like 24, and it's going to be restored as a tribute to the 1967 427 Yanko known as the Superman. It's going to be very exciting. It will be debuted at a future event, so stay tuned. It will be Nantucket Blue, also with an LS7 and with similar motif to Berger Supercar number 24 here in front. So thank you for coming out. Both of these cars are incredible pieces of Camaro and Berger history. Thanks for being here with us to celebrate, and of course, enjoy the rest of your day with us here.